Chad Wilson, All Eyes DB Camp. All right, today I'm talking about the 3 different types of press man coverage that exist. All right, I get asked a lot of times what's the difference between hard press and soft press. I am in this video going to give you a quick tutorial on the 3 different types of press man coverage that exist on DB Tip Clips. All right, when it comes to press man, there are 3 different ways that you can go at it. 1 is hard press, 2 is inch, and 3 is motor mirror. So I'm gonna just give you a quick tutorial on what those are, and not gonna go into too much detail. I'm really gonna just talk about what your first steps are in each one of those modes, okay? First, we're talking about hard press. Hard press involves you getting in your DB stance, and your first step is going to be a timing step, either with the left foot or the right foot when you're in press. So the idea is I'm going to restrict the wide receiver space right here at the line of scrimmage. I'm not going to be going backwards to give him any room to accelerate off of the line of scrimmage. I'm going to be right here taking this timing step, hoping that he comes towards me. If he does, nice 2-hand jam if he's in my frame. If he decides to go left or right, I simply kick slide at a 45-degree angle, looking to jam him with my offhand, and we go from there. So that's hard press. That is working right here at the line of scrimmage to restrict this space, and I'm trying to get the receiver to go wide at the line of scrimmage. All right, the second press technique we're going to talk about is inch technique. All right, so we're in our stance, nice balanced stance. We're loaded on both feet, and as the receiver comes off of the line of scrimmage, I'm simply going to inch back. I'm going to invite him to come off, and I'm trying to get him close to me so I could eventually get my hands on and press him a little further off of the line of scrimmage. So whereas hard press, I'm trying to make everything happen right here at the line of scrimmage. When I use inch technique, I'm coming back some, but I am also really trying to use my hands just a little bit further off of the line of scrimmage than hard press. And the final mode is motor mirror, where I'm probably not going to use my hands. I might, but the whole idea is for me to get over the top of the wide receiver, remain over the top of him, and just try to mirror his release and work top down. So the difference is going to be in my first step. As the receiver takes off from the line of scrimmage, I'm taking this false step like you can pretend that you're stepping on a bug, and then I'm retreating away from that bug that's bothering me, if we're trying to have an image of it. Right foot or left foot, it doesn't really matter. You push, you retreat, and you keep your weight over your toes. That is motor mirror. So in conclusion, our different modes are dictated by our first steps. In hard press, it's a timing step or a peer step, pressure step. All 3 of those terms are used, but it's a step with the right foot or the left foot, a tiny step, and I'm trying to make it happen at the line of scrimmage. In my inch technique, I'm simply pushing, inching back. I'm not taking big steps, but I'm just inching back. My first steps are like this, and I try to stay close to the receiver, then get my hands on. The final is my motor. When I motor, I jam a foot in the ground, keep my weight over my toes, and retreat. It could be the right foot. All right, and there you have it. Those are your 3 modes of press man coverage. You should try to be proficient in all 3 of those. It'd be nice to have all 3 in your toolbox. Yes, one of those is probably going to be your go-to that you feel most comfortable with, or it's the one that your coach wants you to use. But if he gives you a little freedom and you're able to use all of them, be sure you work a little bit of all of them so you have them at your disposal whenever you need them. Hey, if you want to raise your game to the next level, I've got a couple of great resources for you. One is my book, 101 DB Tips. Great tips in there on all types of things like press coverage we talked about today, along with off-man, zone coverage, how to train in the off-season, how to study film, an assortment of things in there that will raise your game to the next level. And I have the All Eyes DB Camp members area, over 200 videos and posts on coverages explained, technique, all types of strategy in there as well. I break down technique, I do lives in there, and we have a whole community in there of players and coaches talking about the game of football, most specifically defensive back. I have links to both of those down in the description below. Check them out if you want to raise your game to the tip-top level. That's it. My time's up. As always, All Eyes DB Camp. Consistency breeds results.